Oh, group rides. Much like the first day of school, group rides can make you giddy with excitement, give you sweaty palms, and sometimes they will even blast you with the age-old imposter syndrome. Should I move up? Am I going fast enough? Am I going too fast? Should I try to pass this guy in front of me because he's definitely going too slow? Such are the worries that you will encounter during a group ride, but once you've got the hang of it and found a good group to ride with, you'll be zipping around like a Busa boy in no time with more compadres than you can count. Try to remember that group rides are all about having fun, kicking back with your fellow two-wheeled riding brethren, and enjoying the motorcycle life. It's not for everyone. It's kind of like military life. You can be one of the few, the proud, the motorcyclist. But today, I did want to take a look at 7 of the group ride dudes you will encounter on your journey as a motorcyclist. Now, before we get going on today's journey, we've got a special partnership for you guys today. Today's episode is proudly supported by Society Socks. We've partnered up with them to create this once-in-a-lifetime collab where each sock denotes its job, whether it's a gear-shifting foot or a rear brake-dragging foot. And I already know what you're thinking, but Yammie, where is the GP shift option? Well, you try making 2 different variants of a sock. For a limited time, you can pick up this pair of socks, and the best part is Society Socks is a company with a social mission. So every pair of socks means a pair goes to charity. So pick up these motorcycle-specific socks, wear them with your favorite pair of short shorts, flex on your friends and family, and dab on the haters. You're welcome. And as always, remember to smash that subscribe button because we are doing huge things here at Yammie Noob, like posting up 5 high-quality uploads per week and giving away motorcycles too, so keep up to date by hitting the notification bell too. Now, let's take a look at the few group ride dudes you're bound to meet at some point or another. Heck, you might even meet them all at once, you never know. Up first, you've got the fast guy. This guy is pretty easy to spot. He's the guy who always wants to be at the front of the pack. He will try his best to start the ride at the head of the group, and if he ends up somewhere else, it's just a matter of time before he starts zipping around on other riders on his R1, intent on passing anyone ahead of him, even if the group ride leader has mentioned several times for him not to head up the front. This guy is always at 100. The typical life of the party kind of dude. He likes things fast and flashy, and his skinny jeans probably came from the ladies' department. How else do you explain that great cuppage both in and out of the seat? Don't stare too long, it might cause you to question your sexuality. When he's not hitting up the latest selection of skinny jeans, you can find him hanging out at the buckle trying on affliction shirts. Ugh, like it's 2007 or something. Once he finds that perfect fit, he will reach for the size smaller to gain maximum sleeve splitting power before engaging those juicy biceps. And yes, he skips leg day, unlike your boy Yammie Noob, who keeps it classy in those baby Gap short shorts and makes sure to pump up those thighs just for you heathens. Seriously, look at these thighs. You're not blessed. You're welcome. Now, the fast guy can be easily confused for the Wheelie Specialist, but there are some subtle differences that will help you tell the difference between the two. First up, wardrobe choices. Now, this might vary a little based on where you live, but here in the South, the Wheelie Specialist is most commonly found in a pair of jorts or cargo shorts. He trades in those skinny jeans for the ease of pockets. Pockets everywhere. It's a lifestyle choice, and only some of us are brave enough to make it. What's he storing inside of those things? Who can say? Now, because my wheelie game is a little lacking, I sadly have not been allowed to purchase a pair of either one, which is fine, because where would they put the pockets anyways? There's not a whole lot of extra real estate on my favorite shorts, boys, and I'm not trading in these sexy gam huggers for a pair of baggy pants just to get some pockets anytime soon. Aside from wardrobe choices, you'll be able to spot the Wheelie Specialist by his pride and joy, and I'm not talking about the rainbow flag on his bike, I'm talking about his wheelie game. It is strong, my dudes. The only time this guy has 2 wheels on the ground is when he's at a complete standstill, and even then his helmet is pulling while he salivates the next opportunity to pop that front tire off of the ground. The wheelie guy isn't satisfied with just the initial tire lift though. No, he wants that front tire to point into the sky while he blasts 70 miles per hour on the highway right next to the rest of the group. Why else do you think they're called dank nooners? If he can't hold that wheelie for the full length of the drag strip, is he even popping a dank woolie? Now, then you've got the random ADV guy. He's the guy that shows up on a KTM 1290 Super Adventure with commuter boxes and somehow still manages to outride you. Oh wait, that's right, it's a 1290 Super Adventure. This guy is geared out, he's prepared for anything. He's got commuter boxes for Rossi's sake. He's prepared for street riding, a little off-road adventure, some overnight camping, and if the weather's nice, maybe even a little picnic type of thing. This guy's pretty easy to get along with. He's just in it for the thrill of the ride, and is probably the kind of guy you could climb a water tower and throw back a few craft beers with. The random ADV guy is easygoing and by far the most likable character on today's list, so far anyway. The one thing you need to keep in mind is even though he's on a bike with dual sport tires and weighs a little over 650 pounds fully geared, he's still gonna outcorner you, so keep that in mind. There's no telling how you'll feel about the 4 remaining group ride dudes you'll meet though. Or maybe I should say the 3 remaining group ride dudes, since our next rider is actually a woman. That's right, a real girl IRL, an actual grill. The next rider you'll meet is a lady rider. Spoiler alert, she's not going to be in a bikini. Those are not real riders, they're models, or at the very least they're attention mongers who don't realize how life-threatening it is to ride a motorcycle in 6-inch acrylic heels on Instagram. There, I said it, now I'm that one guy. Back to our lady rider. She's probably suited up because she's just as much of a rider as you are. Yes, she did leave her fluffy little dog at home. She does know how to handle that thing, and no, she's not here with her boyfriend. She's here by herself with a motorcyclist, and she deserves some respect. So let's keep the riding jokes to a minimum, my dudes, but honestly, let's just treat her like one of the guys, because who really cares? And while the Wheelie Specialist and the Fast Guy are busy showing off, the ADV Guy is the only one with the date kit nestled securely in his commuter boxes. But he won't be unpacking it for this ride, my dudes, because this lady's here to just have a good time with her motorcycle. Sure, she's a little bit slow around the bends, but that's not because she's a lady. Or is it? I don't know. I feel like the more I talk about women riders, the further down the hole I dig myself into. It's like the video I made about why there aren't many women riders. Sometimes you just can't win, boys. Which brings us to our next character, and that is the less than adequate gear guy. This guy, well, what can you say about this guy other than the fact that he's less than adequate gear guy? He shows up to the group ride in those damn cargo shorts, a t-shirt, and a 50-50 chance he decides to wear sneakers instead of those flip-flops the guys are into these days. If you want to wear mandals, that's your choice, but for the love of Rossi, don't wear them with socks. Back to the less than adequate gear guy. This guy shows up completely unprepared for the ride. Sometimes he will pull traits from the Fast Guy and the Wheelie Specialist, so be prepared for some shenanigans when these 3 get together. My advice is to not ride too closely to this Bermuda Triangle because it is way too easy to get sucked into bad riding habits and weird fashion choices. You're better off hanging out with the ADV Guy or the Lady Rider. Or you can kick it with the Noobie Rider. This guy is a new kid on the block. He may or may not be a complete noob at riding, but he is definitely a noob when it comes to group rides. This guy is going to be a lot like the new kid at school, sizing up the other riders, trying to figure out the lay of the land, and emulating the riders who he seems to want to garner the attention and respect that he's after. He wants to fit in, and that means a clean slate for good and bad habits alike. Dear noob, you don't have to be in the lead, popping wheelies, or catcalling the lady rider to have a good time. Trust me on this one. And that, my sweet yams, brings us to the final group ride dude, the old fart. Where to begin? There's one in every group, and sometimes they actually do smell like old farts, so be prepared for that and try not to ride downwind from him if you can avoid it. It will not be a pleasant trip if you're stuck behind this fella for the entire ride. Anywho, the old fart is always on a 1998 Honda VFR 800. He's one paycheck shy of a Harley, and he spends a lot of time talking about how they just don't make them like they used to. His worn-out blue jeans boast some oil stains on the front and a skull ring in the back. He leaves the grease under his fingernails as a reminder to those around him that he is a man. He does man things with his hands and stuff. He'll tell the lady rider all about how he would never let his daughter ride a motorcycle, and then asks her what a nice gal like her is doing with a bunch of rough hoodlums. A little weird. He'll ask the Fast Guy if his mom shrunk his shirt or if he bought it that way. Tell the Wheelie Guy that his motorcycle has 2 tires that are meant to be on the ground, and he'll ask the ADV Guy where he got those sweet commuter boxes. Then he'll tell him all about how he overpaid for them and his buddy just nabbed a set on eBay. He'll imbue his years of wisdom on the noob and lay the foundation for years of both solid and questionable riding techniques, and by the end of the ride, he'll ask when everyone is getting together again. Ah, group rides. They truly are a treasure trove. Now, thanks again for watching today's video, my boys and few girls. If you like the content, feel free to smash the subscribe button into infinity and beyond. Leave me a comment below about the group ride dudes you have encountered, because my god, I have run into some characters on my journey as a motorcyclist. And also be sure to check out our collab with Society Socks. It's for a good cause. It'll help you flex on all the people in your life, and you can support your sweet yam. Last but not least, be sure to hit that link in the description about the free motorcycle we're giving away. It's a brand spanking new KTM RC390, and someone will be taking it home just like our FC07, who went home just the other day, actually. Hit that link and get started. I'll catch you guys next time. See you later. Rats multiply so quickly that in 18 months, 2 rats could have over 1 million descendants. That is a lot of boning.
Goodbye.